Vă sunt bun găsit, dragi telespectatori, la o nouă ediție emisiunii Viitorul Medicina Holistică. Ca de fiecare dată, gazda noastră este doamna dr. Florinela Balan, specialist în medicină holistică. Și astăzi vom vorbi despre o temă cu totul și cu totul deosebită, am putea spune chiar o lecție. Cartea Vieții, Genomul uman. Doamna doctor, înțeleg că avem o lecție despre genetică, holistică.
Da, și un invitat pe măsură, că nu voi fi singură. O să avem, de fapt, un partener, și anume un doctor, bineînțeles, doctorul Sangli, care ne va prezenta ultimele descoperiri științifice, demonstrând cum o singură scânteie, un fel de click, un fel de activare, aprinsă în genele noastre, poate stimula vindecarea. Și adică avem cumva noi oamenii niște locuri cheie care activate ne vindecă. Și aș vrea să prezentăm primul filmuleț cu domnul doctor Sangli.
You know, our body consists of all different kinds of cells. Liver cells, brain cells, skin cells. We are the cells. But if your cell is not really healthy, then you have a problem. So in 1980s, in early 80s, we physicians were learning about cells. Oh, when people are sick, there's a problem with the cells. Then in late 80s, then we begin to find out what is matter with the cells really has a lot to do with the genes inside the cells. It is the gene inside the cells determines the character and the function of the cells. If gene changes, then suddenly your cell begin to function strangely. For a long time, we physicians did not really know the gene in the cells are so flexible. So it is very easily changing. We used to believe that once you say it is hereditary, then that's it. You know, it's a hereditary. That means what? Hopeless. Hopeless. If your genes changed, it's a bad gene, and that's it. Hopeless. Still, people think that way. You know? When I was in medical school, in the internship and residency, we never, ever even imagined that the cancer can be caused by gene change. Your breast cells, okay, in case of breast cancer, your breast cell, the normal healthy breast cell, is now changed to cancer cell. Why? There is a gene change. So today, we are now really in the what? In the Human Genome Project, right? National, in America, that the National Human Genome Project director is Dr. Colin Francis. And he was so pleased to announce last April that this Genome Project can be what? Completed 2 years earlier than expected. And you know what he said? Now we can read the book of life. What is book of life? Book of life is genes. See? I'll show you why they call it book of life. Because it is letters. The genes are the letters. That's why they call it book of life. Now we also can read the book of life once only God could read. This is cell, picture of the cell, okay? And this is cell membrane, and this is nucleus. And this, the red stuff, you call it mitochondria. The genes are in this nucleus. If you open up the nucleus, then there are genes. Okay. Let's get in there. Okay. If you open the nucleus, you can see this kind of thing. Do you know what do you call this? And this is a chromosome. We have 23 pairs in our human cells. Okay. In those chromosomes, we have about 30 to 40,000. Some scientists says 36,000. Some scientists says 40,000 genes, all different genes in this chromosome. The genes which determines your color of hair, skin color, your height, whatever. All kind of genes are stored there. So it is according to the computer, the chromosome can be what? Sort of hard disk, right? So about 23 hard disk is there. And so in this hard disk, all different files, programs are stored there. Okay. This is one chromosome. This side came from mommy, and this side came from daddy. This is just like a thread. If we untangle it, pull it out, then it looks like this, okay? And then look like this. That's interesting structure, right? Yeah. And this yellow stuff we call histone, but you don't need to remember. Then if we gradually magnify this line, then you can see these two lines here. And then you begin to see, if you magnify further, you begin to see what? 4 different kinds of chemicals are arranged here in pair again, right? Wow. So, what is your gene? There are 2 lines, and in between 2 lines, there's 4 different chemicals. That's it. That's the gene. This chemicals scientists call base, B-E-S-E. So 4 different kinds of bases. Okay, 4 different kinds of bases. And there's a name. Okay. Sorry, this is in Korean. So this one is adenine, A, so in abbreviation, A, capital A, thymine, T, and guanine, G, cytosine, C. So A base, and T base, and G base, and C base. So A, T, G, C is arranged in between how many lines? 2 lines. What do you do in between 2 lines? Usually. What do you do in between 2 lines? You drive in between 2 lines, right? Yeah. Okay. What else you do in between 2 lines? You write. That's right. See? So, whatever is in between 2 lines should be what? Letters you write. So how, in what sequence it is arranged determines the meaning of the letters. So these are the letters. This entire structure, 2 lines. This is 1 line, and this is a sort of a twisted line, right? And in between is 4 different what? Bases, right? 4 different bases. All these lines, see, they call it what? This entire structure, scientists call DNA. Okay. DNA. So, genes are very easy, believe me, okay? Human English alphabet, how many letters? Yeah, 26. In Korean, we have 24. We make it complex, but God has only what? 4 alphabet, period. Here, a little bit detailed picture of the line. So, line is a white line, but in between these white segments, there's a sort of brown what? Brown things in between. You know what it is? This is attachment of the line. sort of kind of glue, putting lines together. Okay, this white part is chemically, it is sugar part. The sugar makes the line, okay? And this brownish part is a phosphoric acid. It's glue. Okay. And now this part is what? ATGC part. It's a base part. So, to make the entire structure of the DNA, gene, okay, DNA, all you need to have is what? These three different what? Parts. They're sort of like a puzzle, they put together. And just how many different kinds of stuff? 3 different kinds. Actually, to have what? 4 different bases. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2. It's actually, to make an entire gene, all you have to do is what? How many different kinds of chemicals? 6 different chemicals, that's right. These units are putting together, so that's why it become what? 2 lines, right? See? And it become like this. See? And then you, what do you do? Twist it. Yeah. Why you need to twist instead of straight line? That's right. You need to twist, to squish everything in a small space, right? If you straight line, boy, it's a big problem. Big problem. When these 2 different bases, they are combining, it requires some kind of energy, okay? Yeah. This picture shows, this Korean letter says hydrogen bond, okay? So these 2 different bases, they put together in hydrogen bond. Little energy is required. So, what do you think this picture is trying to show you? It requires very weak energy. Even 2 flies pushed together, it'll come together. So easy, so weak energy. Once you just to separate the zipper, the zipper. What do you do? Just pull it down. It separates. To put it together, what do you do? Zip up, and it is combined, right? Just like it, very easily separable and what? Combinable. So genes, scientists nowadays found out it does not require that strong what? Energy to form the gene. Very slight energy. Why gene structure is so easily separable and combinable? You know what? Genes are constantly moving, to have what? To have a cell division. What do we have to do? They need to copy the genes, So gene need to be what? A zip open, And then when copy is done, they need to be what? Zipped up again. See? So, this is the way the structure of the gene is.
Până aici este o lecție de genetică pură. Dar domnul doctor Sangli numește genomul uman, o să vedeți, Cartea Vieții, în care este stocată informația vitală cu care lucrează medicina holistică. Suntem un fel de calculatoare, cum spune dumnealui, performante, și avem gene, avem cromozomi care sunt un fel de hard discuri. Și cineva ne utilizează, ne folosește, ne activează, lucrează cu noi, de fapt, dă un fel de click, un fel de scânteie pe fișierele noastre. Iar dacă clicul dispare, computerele ca noi devin inutilizabile. Și o să vedem filmulețul numărul 2, în care domnul dr. Sangli o să ne vorbească din ce în ce mai mult, combinând medicina obișnuită cu medicina holistică, o să vedeți.
Why scientists are calling those book, the genes, letters and books? Look at it. This one unit is like an alphabet, okay? And if these 3 different kind of bases get together, then it is just like a 3 different what? Alphabet. So it becomes the. This is a word, vocabulary. And then when these vocabulary become long, now this is what? Gene, okay? Now this they call what? Sentence, right? Sentence. And this long sentence, all the genes are put together. This is what? This is chromosome, okay? And all the many sentences put together, it become what? Book. So how many books in our cells? 23 books. Yeah. So in this book, there's all the life information is stored. Okay. So every single cell you have all these 23 books in your cells. And amazing, isn't it? Right? There are skin book, liver book, brain book. Yeah. In that, if you open the skin book, then there's all different kinds of functions of the skin cells, all different files. Okay. Brain book, you open the brain book, then there's all different kind of function of the brain cell is filed. So according to your need, according to your situation, someone has to what? Click the right file, right? To make your cells function right. Right? It's amazing, And there's someone, for us to be alive and healthy, someone has to constantly click different genes, different files to come up on the screen. And this is how you feel. If you feel happy, that means what? Someone clicked your endorphin gene. Right? So your endorphin gene is clicked, and the click means what? Click means some kind of spark, right? Signal came to this inactivated gene. When click comes, spark comes. When the signal comes, then, let's say this yellow gene is endorphin gene, this endorphin gene is suddenly activated. Then, this gene produces endorphin. And you feel good. If click disappears, computer like you is unusable, right? Yeah. Very depressed computer. What is the true nature of the click? Right? That is the key point. See? This is from University of Wisconsin. Look at this. The cloth and the wire mothers, side by side from the original hollow test of the importance of contact comfort. What a dry word, right? Contact comfort. Yeah. This is what scientists do, Yeah. And photo courtesy of the hollow primate laboratory, University of Wisconsin Medicine. Extremely interesting picture and experimentation. Okay, this is terry cloth mom, okay? And this mom sort of look like mom, right? Yeah. And feel like mom, huh? And this side, it's another mom, it is a chicken wire mom. Okay. And what is this? Huh? This is nipple. Okay, there's behind the nipple there is a milk bottle, and look at this. This mommy doesn't look like mom really. These two eyes and the mouth and the nose. And scientists were interested curious to see where this baby rhesus monkey goes. No, not to the milk. Not to the milk. And he stays with the terry cloth mom. Yeah. This we call what? Instinct. The love instinct is more powerful than what? Food instinct. Yeah. Yeah. You know, we didn't, this clearly shows this. You know what he does? When he becomes really hungry, then he does this. Look at this. Yeah. Yeah. He still stays with what? With the terry cloth mom, and his only lips are going there. Yeah. Wow. This really proves, you know, what Jesus says, man shall not live by bread alone. The man shall live what? The word proceeds coming out of mouth of God. Word coming out of mouth of God means what? Love. Yeah. Why? God is love. Whenever God says, it means what? I love you. I love you. So, man, monkey shall not live by what? Food alone, bread alone. See? The love is so important. Let me show you this another picture now. Look, when scientists removed that terry cloth mom, they used to put terry cloth mom in that right here. Look at this guy. He goes to that same place where terry cloth mom used to be, right? And then when scientists put this strange object in the room, he's so scared, he doesn't even want to what? Look at it. I need mom, you know. Okay. But when scientists put that terry cloth mom back, and then put kind of scary what? Object. And this guy is now brave. He said, this is my place, get out, you know. Comes out even trying to bite. Became brave and see, having someone, you know, I can trust. Having someone that I know he or she loves me, right? It changes a human being. It changes your gene so much. See? In this situation, see, all the genes are depressed and inactivated, right? That's why when you have the fear, every gene is what? Yeah, depressed and inactivated. That's why it is very important when you're Christian to know God who loves you unconditionally. You know? Very important. Yeah. So, having religion is not really having a religion. Having religion is not really religion. To so many people, God and the truth is religion. I'm not interested in religion. I'm interested in what? God Himself, really. Yeah. Yeah. God is, and in His love I am interested. See? Yes. See? So look at this. Does this baby knows this terry cloth mom is not real mom or fake mom? Does he know that? He does. He does. He does. He knows. He knows. You know. You know. But even though he knows this is fake, he consider this is what? Real mom. He adopt. It is just like your daughters, you know, when you guys were little girls too. You played with what? Fake baby. And you considered and that little doll as what? baby. See? Then you had what? You had a lot of endorphin. See? This means what? Even though something is not real, even though it is fake, your gene can what? Respond to that fake according to the meaning you what? You provide. Right? So, if that doll was given to you, somebody you hate, somebody who scared you so much, and you are even scared at that doll too, right? You're not going to play with it, right? So, what does gene respond to? According to what? According to the meaning. Our gene respond to the meaning. You know, looking at this wonderful experimentation, I figured out this way. Wow! Even though you consider, even though you know it is fake, but you provide the significant or meaningful meaning on it, then your genes can what? Then your genes can react. The genes are really responding to the meaning. We'll prove this point, this important point a little bit later, more.